Hello everyone, how are you? I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Welcome to my channel, The Last of Us 24 and new video your favorite series, The Last of Us, Pedro Pascal. Following the triumph of HBO's The Last of Us, it is unknown whether Joel, portrayed by Pedro Pascal, will be relegated to the same fate in Season 2 as he was in The Last of Us Part 2. The Last of Us, which is based on the 2013 video game of the same name, is set in a post-apocalyptic America infested with a cordyceps virus that transforms humans into zombie-like beings. Although the central focus of the show is Joel, a smuggler tasked with smuggling Ellie, Bella Ramsey, across the country, the series also introduces noteworthy supporting figures such as Bill, Nick Offerman, and Frank Murray Bartlett. Craig Mazin, co-creator of the series, has not disclosed any major plot details, but it has been confirmed that Season 2, and presumably Season 3, of The Last of Us will continue where The Last of Us Part 2 left off. In accordance with the sequel game, this would result in an increased emphasis on Ellie's individual odyssey. Season 2 of The Last of Us will almost certainly alter the plot of Part 2, given the divisive nature of the game and the controversy surrounding the decision to make Abby a playable character in particular. The greatest concern, however, is whether Joel will suffer a comparable demise in Season 2 of The Last of Us. Pedro Pascal is aware of Joel's destiny during Season 1 of The Last of Us. Joel is eliminated early in The Last of Us Part 2 by a group of ex-Fireflies commanded by Abby, who is subsequently identified as the daughter of the surgeon whom Joel had to eliminate in The Last of Us Part I in order to save Ellie. Ellie is restrained by some of the former Fireflies when she attempts to rescue Joel. She is then forced to watch in horror as Abby fatally beats her adoptive father. As this is one of the most contentious scenes in Part 2, it is currently unknown to what extent, if any, Mazin and Druckmann intend to adapt this plot. Pascal appeared uncertain when asked whether Joel would be eliminated in the second season of The Last of Us. He told Variety, "I don't know. I believe that Part 2 is more flexible. It appeared to be a distinct immersive experience, whereas certain events were necessary for the progression of the main plot. It appears to be somewhat more accessible." However, despite the fact that Pascal is a fan favorite, and no one wants to see him exit the series, the sequel game introduced some phenomenal new characters, so the potential cast of Last of Us Season 2 is certainly something to anticipate. Pascal supports blind casting in film and television. Joel and Ellie peering at Jackson in Episode 9 of The Last of Us. Pedro Pascal stated in the same interview with Variety that he is also anticipating an increase in blind casting for films and television programs. He stated, "I believe that change is crucial, and the most effective way to maintain representation is to cast an individual in a role that does not restrict a character to a particular race, especially if it's a book or an IP we already know about." The HBO series The Last of Us prominently featured colorblind casting, in which numerous actors were selected for roles irrespective of their ethnic compatibility with the game's characters. For instance, Pascal was cast as Joel, Gabriel Luna was cast as both Joel and Tommy, and Rutina Wesley was cast as Maria. Almost no one else could possibly embody these roles.